Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Honorable Speaker and esteemed members of this House, I rise today to address a matter of significant importance to our nation's economy, businesses, and common citizens, the Goods and Services Tax, commonly known as GST. This tax reform has been one of the most transformative changes in our economic history, affecting nearly every sector and individual in the country. It has been hailed as a revolutionary step toward simplifying our complex tax structure, promoting economic integration, and ensuring transparency. However, it has also faced criticism, challenges in implementation, and calls for refinement. Today, I will present a comprehensive view of GST, its benefits, its challenges, and the way forward so that we can ensure it serves the best interests of our people and our economy. Before the introduction of GST, our country had a multi-layered and fragmented tax system. Multiple indirect taxes were levied at different stages of production and distribution, leading to inefficiencies, cascading effects, and administrative burdens on businesses. The value added tax, VAT, central excise duty, service tax, and various cesses created an environment where businesses had to navigate through a web of taxes, leading to compliance difficulties and increased costs. The objective of GST was to eliminate these complexities and bring about a unified tax regime that would streamline taxation, improve compliance, and enhance revenue collection for the government. With the implementation of GST, the country moved towards a destination-based multi-tiered tax structure that replaced multiple indirect taxes. It subsumed taxes like central excise duty, service tax, VAT, and several state-level levies. One of the most significant advantages of GST has been the removal of the cascading effect of taxation, also known as tax on tax. Under the previous system, taxes were levied at every stage of production without adequate input tax credit, leading to higher costs for businesses and consumers. GST ensures that tax is only levied on the value added at each stage, making goods and services more affordable and preventing inflationary pressure. Another remarkable feature of GST has been the creation of a common national market. Earlier, each state had its own tax laws and rates, leading to discrepancies, trade barriers, and inefficiencies in the movement of goods. With GST, businesses can operate seamlessly across state borders without worrying about multiple tax registrations and compliance with different state laws. This has particularly benefited industries such as commerce, logistics, and manufacturing, which previously faced significant challenges in interstate transactions. The ease of doing business has improved considerably, and India has moved closer to a single economic market, fostering investment and economic growth. The implementation of GST has also played a vital role in increasing tax compliance and formalizing the economy. The use of technology with a common GST portal for registration, filing returns, and claiming input tax credits has improved transparency and reduced tax evasion. The introduction of e-way bills has ensured better tracking of goods movement, minimizing revenue leakages. Moreover, the GST network GSTN has created a robust IT infrastructure that integrates businesses with tax authorities, making compliance smoother and reducing the scope for corruption. These measures have contributed to higher tax revenues, allowing the government to allocate more funds to public welfare programs. However, despite these achievements, GST has not been without its challenges. The initial phase of its implementation was marked by confusion, technical glitches, and frequent changes in tax rates and rules. Many small businesses struggled to adapt to the new system, facing difficulties in filing returns and understanding the complex classifications of goods and services. The compliance burden, particularly for small traders and micro enterprises, remains a concern. Although the government has taken steps to simplify processes, including quarterly return filing for small taxpayers and composition schemes for businesses with lower turnover, there is still room for further simplification. Another issue that has been debated extensively is the multiple tax rate structure under GST. Unlike many countries that have a single or dual rate system, India's GST is divided into multiple slabs: 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%, along with special rates for luxury and sin goods. While this structure was designed to maintain revenue neutrality and protect essential commodities from higher taxation, it has also led to complexities in classification and frequent rate revisions. Businesses often face challenges in determining the applicable tax rate, leading to disputes and compliance difficulties. There have been calls for a more rationalized tax structure with fewer slabs, which could simplify GST further and make it more business friendly. The impact of GST on different sectors has also been varied. While organized businesses have largely benefited from the streamlined tax system, small businesses, particularly in the informal sector, have struggled to adapt. The real estate sector, for instance, has faced challenges due to changes in input tax credit rules, while the automobile sector witnessed fluctuations in demand due to variations in